Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. If you are watching this video, it is because you want to learn how to sync your Google Calendar with your Apple Calendar. My name is Tim Harlow. I'm the Community Director for La Mesa Young Life, and I will be showing you how to sync them up together. Now, the point of this is to make sure that your area's Google Calendar shows up in your Apple Calendar. And this is everything from club, contact work, campaigners, camp, trainings, leader meetings, anything coming up in your area. This is all to make sure that you can make it to each of those things. When I was a leader doing Young Life College, I had my Apple Calendar where I put in all of my stuff. That was just where I organized all of my day-to-day things. But then I had a Google Calendar for Young Life being sent to me. And my area team leader was saying, hey, you got to make sure that you have this on. I'm like, okay, cool. So I added it to my Google account. I knew that my Google account was connected to my Apple Calendar, and I thought that was it. Unfortunately, I would then get updates. Hey, did you remember this? Hey, did you remember this? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And they're like, it was on the Google Calendar. I said, I didn't see it. I said, well, don't you have it linked up? And I showed, yes, I do. But unfortunately, it just never worked out. Well, fast forward a few years later, and now I'm on staff, and I was trying to figure out this problem again for one of my volunteers, and I finally figured it out. It's this little hidden step that you have, because this is actually a 3-step process. Unfortunately, you can't just log into your Google account on your Mac or your iPhone. You have to actually do a few more extra steps, and this is how it's done. The first step is to add your Google account to your Apple device. I'm going to first show you how to do this on your MacBook and then how to do it on your iPhone. Maybe you've already done this, so in this video you can go ahead and fast forward past those steps. Or if you want to do it on your MacBook, that's going to be the first one. If you want to do it on your iPhone, fast forward that to the iPhone, and then you can move forward. The second step is to accept the link to that shared Google Calendar, so that way you are subscribed to it. This is in the context of Young Life, so your Young Life leader sent you an invitation or a link to be able to subscribe to the area calendar with all the events happening in it. And then you are going to do another step to actually sync the Google shared, or sometimes it's called other calendars, to your Apple Calendar. And just a note, steps 2 and 3 can only be done on a computer. That being said, it can be done on any computer, so it doesn't just have to be a Mac. And you could do it on a friend's computer, you could do it on another leader's, you could even do it on your team lead's computer to be able to do these last 2 steps, but they can only be done on a computer. So let's get started with showing you how to add your Google account to your Mac. Here you can see my desktop where I have Chrome open with Google Calendar along with Gmail open as well. This will show up in another step about how to sync the calendar, add the calendar to your Google Calendar. But we're going to focus on adding your Google Calendar to your Apple Calendar. Now the first step is to make sure that your Google account is actually added in Calendar. So you can go up to Calendar, click on it, go to Accounts, click on that. This will open up System Preferences or System Settings. You're going to click Add Account. Google, because it's your Google account. Open the browser. This is just going to bring up the sign-in page, and then you're going to sign in. This is in my computer, so I'm just using my fingerprint ID to log in. Then this is going to bring up which things you want the Mac and Google to link up to. So it could be Gmail, it could be Calendar, it could be Contacts. There should be a calendar checkbox here, but I've already done that. So normally it would appear there, and you would check the box, and then you would click Continue. After you click Continue, you go back to System Settings. Again, you can check mark what you want Google to be linked to, and just click Go. Now you're going to X out of here. You're going to see that the Google account is added in System Preferences under Accounts. X out of there, go back to Calendar, and you'll see that the Google account is now in Apple Calendars. And in just a second, you can either click View and refresh, or you can click on your keypad, Command R, and it should refresh but you see it already populated, and you can see that, oh, I have my haircut at 12 p.m., just like it shows up in my app Google Calendar. So now these are linked up in Apple and Google. This is how you did it on a computer. Next, I'm going to show you how to do it on an iPhone. Now, to begin linking your Google account and Apple account on your iPhone, you are simply going to need two apps. Your Calendar app, where you're going to have your different calendar accounts. You'll see there's not a Google one there yet. I have different ones. But then you're also going to have your Settings app. So first, go into Settings, go to the search bar, and type in Calendar. When the calendar icon pops up, you click on it, and then you're going to click on Calendar Accounts. From there, you're going to add an account. Click Google, because this is your Google account. Go ahead and sign in. I already have my password and stuff saved, so it's going to already go ahead and link up. You're going to click Continue, because yes, you do want to link your Gmail with your Apple one. And here you're going to see checkboxes similar to the computer. You want to checkbox the one that says Calendar. I already did this in the past, so it already showed up. Here it is again in the iPhone app. Make sure you click Save, because that is what you want. You want the calendar in your Google account to sync with your Apple Calendar. You'll see the Gmail appears there, and then you're going to exit the Settings app, open up Calendar again, and you'll see at the bottom it's already refreshing. So it could do that. It may take a moment, but go ahead and open it up, and you'll see that there is now a new Gmail calendar there. And look at that. Boom. You see that the events in that calendar are showing up. At this point, we have not accepted the invitation to look at the area calendar, so we're going to do that next. Now is the step we all have been waiting for: how to sync your Google Shared Calendar to Apple. At this point, you have added your Google account to your Apple account, whether that's on your Mac or on your iPhone, and now you need to subscribe to your area's Google Calendar. In this example, the team leader or area director sent me an email with the link to the Google Calendar. I'm going to click it, and it's going to say, do you want to add this calendar? I clicked yes, and look at that. It's all populated. You can see that we have contacts work for volleyball, or we have lunch, or we have lunch club tomorrow, or we have Bibles and breakfast campaigners, and it's down there. But now when I go to Apple, it isn't there. Is because there is an extra step to this. You have subscribed, even though it's refreshing, you've subscribed, but this is your personal Gmail calendars. And so the next step is to actually sync your other calendars with Apple. The first step is to go to the question mark up here. You're going to click Help. You're going to scroll to the bottom of this tab and simply type in Apple. And the first thing says, add Google Calendar events to Apple Calendar. Click it, and you'll see all the instructions that we've done thus far. This is on the computer, and then there's also instructions for it on iPhone or iPad. But the iPhone and iPad only stops at the first part. The second part, again, can only be done on your computer or another computer. It does not have to be Apple. So as you scroll further, you're going to see that you can actually sync with your other calendars. Again, you have My Calendar on your Apple, but you need to get the other calendars that you've subscribed to on there. So you're going to click this link that they have provided for you. This is going to take you to another page. And on there, you're going to see that, oh, my calendars in Google, and I actually have holidays there. Those are the ones that are synced up. But now I can actually click here to add the area calendar to my Apple calendars. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you click Save at the far right. Click that. It's going to say, look, it is all saved and good to go. And then you're going to go back to your calendar. Everything is still there. And then you can go to your Apple Calendar, either on iPhone or computer. Again, this part is just on computer for now, but you either click View and refresh or Command R. It'll refresh it. You see it went ahead and it added the area calendar. it'll take a second, but actually I'll go to a different day. And there you go. We have the areas calendar in the Apple Calendar. If it doesn't happen this quickly, just give it about an hour, maybe even give it a day. But after all these steps, you should be able to have your Google Calendar and your areas calendar all linked up to your personal Apple Calendar. Well, that concludes our video on showing you how to sync your Google Calendar with your Apple Calendar. I hope this helps you and that you're able to make sure that you make all of your areas events. If you need more help, you can either reach out to your team lead and they can either help you with any of the missed steps or any other little things, or maybe they might reach out to me. Or if you're watching this video before Monday, September 8th, make sure that you are at this, it is required, leader training on Monday, September 8th at 6:30 p.m. at Faith Chapel. You can pull me aside afterwards and we can chat about any questions or problems that you're having with still syncing these calendars together. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful. Talk to you guys soon.